It's the 27th day of June 2018. Welcome to New Vision TV News around Uganda. I am Royathin Asijan. These are the stories making headlines across the country. Let's go to Kabarole District, where the Democratic Party President General Norbert Mao has ordered for the suspension of the party chairperson in Kabarole District, Haruna Chibirango, over indiscipline. While addressing the press in Fort Portal Town on Sunday, Mao said he had directed the party's Western Region Vice President Imam Makumbi to convene a district meeting and replace Chibirango. He accused Chibirango of writing to the Kabarole District Police Commander a letter ordering the police to stop the party's youth workshop in Fort Portal Town. We continue with the Bujiri district, where over 500 acres of cassava plantations have been hit by cassava brown streak disease. The Bujiri district agriculture officer Peter Damzungu said the disease turned the leaves yellow after destroying the tubers, making the plant less productive. He blamed the farmers in the district for the increase in cases of the disease, saying they had failed to follow the correct procedures of planting one species of cassava on a single piece of land and then take the other species elsewhere. He said the Nasa 14 species of cassava that is mainly planted in the district was also prone to diseases like brown streak disease if they overstayed in the garden, unlike the new species like Narocas 1 and 2. Damzungu made the remarks while addressing the farmers during a dialogue organized by Uganda Community-Based Association for Women and Children Welfare held at the Savannah Hotel in Bujiri district. Yeah, your copy of the New Vision is out and already on sale at only 2,000 shillings. But as you get that copy, here are some of the stories making headlines today. We have Chilumira tipped us on Kaihura, says Otafire. That is the headlining story today. It says Otafire warns the security chiefs against abuse of office. We have the story in detail on page 4 of today's copy of the New Vision. And also Museveni, Kagame, Uhuru discuss infrastructure. That is also a front page picture. Here is the president of Uganda, president of Kenya, and the president of Rwanda, plus his deputy Ruto on the left. We see this was the 14th Northern Corridor Integration Project Summit that was held at Safari Park Hotel in Nairobi yesterday. So we have the story there on page 3, so grab your copy of the New Vision for more details. And also Katurebe, who is the Chief Justice, speaks on the age limit case. That is a story you should read in detail. Then experts, Ugandan schools instill fear. That is a story you should read when you buy your copy of the New Vision. More stories making headlines. We have oil and gas government to enforce local content policy. And then we have produced Lieutenant Colonel Ndahura in court, judge orders, and then new HIV drug to be availed in September. This could help those who have been with the infection for the virus for over decades. Moving on to stories making headlines occur in the New Vision. We have Mao Mukono DP reunion engineers new divisions, and then Chinese investors tour large-scale grain farms. More stories that you should read when you buy your copy of the New Vision. We have tribute Geoffrey Rema, a super B and gifted musician known worldwide. He died on the weekend. He was a Ugandan but who lived abroad. So we have a tribute there for Geoffrey Rema. Moving on to today's pullouts, the Wednesday pullouts. We have Mwalimu. Mwalimu offers education solutions, and we have Uganda's education system instills fear, says experts. We have the full story here and how Ugandan schools have instilled fear in children. And then teachers making a difference. We have Kidudu teaches pupils craft making and saving skills. Stories right there in detail, and also another pullout that comes out every Wednesday is called the newspapers in education. Then my team in World Cup, we have children giving us views on the World Cup. Remember the World Cup is going on in Russia. So the children here also have an opinion on what's happening in Russia and the teams they support. Yeah, every Wednesday we have the Toto magazine. The Toto magazine is free and it comes out every Wednesday in your copy of the New Vision. It is basically a magazine for your children. And the headlining story is celebrating Day of the African Child. And then we have Sierra Memorial School, the Wero Tours Vision Group, school events, series, and children enjoy Dragon Boat Festival that was organized, I think, a week ago. So we have the stories in the Toto magazine. Toto magazine is free, so just buy a copy of the New Vision and hand it over to your children. And then school parties need effective supervision. That is from the State Minister for Higher Education and a Member of Parliament for Bamnanika County, Luelo District, who is Dr. John C. Moyingo. Okay, moving on to the sports docket. Sports docket says I'm ready. Yeah, get the full story in detail when you buy a copy of the New Vision. And then we have Fred Kawis who's analyzing the sports matches that are taking place in Russia. As I always tell you, the New Vision is your World Cup paper. We have the details on what's happening in Russia. We have fixtures, we have statistics, we have everything, analysts, and also possible countries that may win this year's World Cup. So grab your copy of the New Vision and get all the stories that you want to read. World Cup, national, regional, and also business stories. Yeah, your copy of the New Vision is 2,000 shillings, and we are always proudly the leading daily. Yeah, let's continue looking at stories making headlines across the country. Let's go to Oyam district, where the case of a widow, Pascolina Ayuru Omonge, a 64-year-old, whose hands were reportedly chopped off by a close relative 4 years ago over a land conflict, has been further adjourned. The case was due for judgment on Monday, but the presiding magistrate, former chief magistrate Alex Mushabe Karocho, did not turn up, and the current chief magistrate adjourned the case to July the 9th. The victim, a resident of Ayabi Omoro Parish, Icheme sub-county in Oyam district, has been frequenting court for the last 4 years seeking justice. She said on April 25th, 2014, Jasper Kech, a cousin of her late husband, Wilbur Oming, waylaid her, and she accused him of chopping off her hands over a land conflict. Okechu is on remand at Lira Central Prison, is facing charges of attempted murder. John Kenneth Kasuzi, a legal officer, and his colleague Joel Rubanga Peyan of Barefoot Law, Uganda, who have been following the matter, were in court together with the victim and her 3 sons. Kasuzi said they want to ensure that justice is delivered so that the complainant understands that there is a system to protect the rights, and also send a message to other people that the court of law can still be a place to settle disputes. Finally, from Masindi district, several traditional schools are on the verge of collapse. Some have failed to attract residents and therefore can no longer compete with the private schools. To avoid such a situation, all boys of Kabarole Secondary School in Masindi district have over the past years overtaken a series of activities to revive the glory of their former academic. The school students' population, which had declined, has started to increase, and the institution's laboratory and library have been restocked. As part of the long-term campaign to improve the standards of the school and to give back to the community, the alumni will on Friday launch a 3-day health camp. The Old Boys, under the umbrella body Kabarole Secondary School Old Boys Association, will also hand over textbooks worth 5 million shillings to the school during the camp. Daniel Bagambe, the Kashoba Masindi chapter chairperson, said the textbooks were purchased by the association members. The Prime Minister of Bunyoro Kitara Kingdom, Andrew Byakutaga, also an old boy of the school, will be the guest of honor. That's all we had for you from me, Ruth Nasaj, and the rest of the New Vision TV team. Just get more details and more news updates by visiting our website www.newvision.co.ug/video. I am Ruth Nasaj.